Well, hello. I've realized, how is everyone, that I haven't been doing something that I always do when I do cooking lives. And that is sage this fucking place. Because you bitches are insufferable. We're gonna have a good night. Okay? So once we start seeing people, it's crazy, you girls. Crazy, I tell you. How was everyone's day? Hope it was cute. I've been keeping up with this, and this is the third day, so I'm super proud of myself. It's been a hard week, but not really. I pushed through, but it's made it. So like Josh was asking to put the menu on the thing, on my chalkboard behind me. But I don't know how to make it mirror so that it actually flips around and makes sense. So I'm not gonna do it. Fuck you bitches. Anyway, making egg drop soup. However, before I do this, well anyway, egg drop soup. Egg, Italian sausage, garlic, red onion, green onion, bay leaves, rosemary, cilantro, garlic powder, white pepper, ground ginger, and salt. Also, soy sauce, fish sauce, chili oil, and seaweed. However, before we get started, I think it's very important to sage this fucking place because you bitches are insufferable. So, we're gonna start with a little sage. I used to do this and it kept the spirits really high. Girls like Shady, Little Kevin, Neil, Tamara, Lene. It just, they can smell this at the door and they itch and they don't come in. Sometimes they'll fight through it. But if the smell is too strong and the vibe is too high, they turn around, and that's what we want. We want them to remove themselves from this space. So the first thing I need to do is just set the tone for this space so that they can smell these positive vibes and turn their negative souls around. Ooh. A word. A word. I bind you, Shady. I bind you, Tamara. I bind you, Little Kevin. I bind you, Neil. I bind you, serpents. This is no place for you. Remove yourselves from this positivity. Ooh, your spirit is not welcome here. We have nothing for you, demon. Oof, oof, oof. Just throw it in the air, just don't come over here, bitch. And watch, we'll see how it works. This will be your proof. If the girls still find those, I guarantee you they're going to find themselves in here. They'll even mask their nose from the smell because they can't suffer it. Demon seeds. Oh, mind you, I like Sage and Kelly motherfucking. That's right. Kelly comes in like, bitch, would you say, Kelly, you eat mace, so I know Sage is not going to work for you. This isn't even Sage, this is Palo Santo, this is trying to be so. Go to bed now. I rebuke you, Kelly. I rebuke you, Kelly. I am your girlfriend. These are your girlfriends. You can't buy me up off of my life, Kelly. Bitch. Oof. Mind you, it's just like, bitch, you smelled the Palo Santo. He's like, ooh, a bitch is having a good day over there. Let me go fuck it up. A bitch is in a good mood. Let me knock on her door. Inhale, Kelly. Shady will be in here soon if you fought through the smell of positivity. Oof. I'm sure Shady will be in here soon. Anyway, I can start. So first, I'm making egg drop soup. These are all the spices. I measured them out because I can't do that talking to you girls. And the comments are just out of control. So I portioned everything out like a girl would do. The one thing that I do have to do, one of the tricks to egg drop soup that I absolutely love is an Italian sausage. It changes everything. It makes it taste so good. It's just like, I can't even tell you. So, anyway, spices to the side. We don't need those right now. Those are going to go. Oh, and chicken broth. He said, Berlin Wallace is in here, y'all. Give it up. Berlin Ebony, the first $1,000 Vogue film is in the bed. Hey, sis, but of course you love a sausage. And she's shady. Give it up for Berlin. Give it up for Berlin. Sister, I love that. Come in and just go straight to it. Hold on, I got something for you. Palo Santo, you demon. Inhale this. You coming in with your shit. Sit next to Kelly. Beast. Ooh, inhale, Berlin. Inhale. You know what that's called? Good vibes, bitch. Good vibes. Of course you love a sausage, sister. We gotta figure out how to talk to each other in public. Neither here nor there. Let's get going. So, I've already taken the beast is crazy, William. You and Kelly can fight that one out. I'll be over here cooking. So all of these things are going in our spice. And now that I already got the cutesy picture, all of this can go together because it's all going in the broth, all going in the pot. Everything goes together. This is going in the pot. Even the little black, y'all like how I put the little black peppercorns on here for cuteness. Exactly. I'm not like you basic bitches, you Bigo bitches. Kelly, do y'all cook on Bigo? Probably not. What would y'all cook? All right. So, we're going to set all of that aside. So, first thing, well, I guess I can just remove all of... Y'all already did that when you were Cashmere. You're keying still, sister! We gotta stop. So, this is just black peppercorns. We can put that in our pot. Right. All of that can go in there. Because that's where it's going to go anywhere. Hi, guys. Let me pull this up. I can't see. Not too close. I can smell Berlin. Ooh. Sister, you got your little gym clothes on. All right. First, we can crack the eggs because we want them to be room temperature. So we'll crack the eggs first for our egg drop soup. Recipe usually calls for 3 eggs. I absolutely happen to always feel like I'm running out of egg. I wish I could have had some of that salad you made the other day. She was fab. That salad was fab. And I appreciate you acknowledging my salad, sister. This is growth. I like my egg drop soup a little unky chog. I like a lot of eggs. So 4 it is for me. I'm sure you smell by little bitch. Oh, I don't. But bitch was a cute little addition. So we're gonna whisk this, and you just want to get the whites and the yolks blended, and you want it to get room temperature. It's really important that this gets to room temperature because it helps when it goes in. Hi, what's up, Lauren? What's up, say cool? What's Gucci? You smell Berlin in here? I know that. I know who that is. Everybody knows her little stench. So, you see how like you don't want it to be separated. You want to get the whole thing together. So like that. Simple egg, simple service. So we're going to set that aside. In the meantime, the cornstarch. Cornstarch is a thickener, but we're going to add 1/4 cup of water to the cornstarch. And this is going to be a slurry that goes into the cornstarch a little bit later. I like to use these because it's just easier. That's not nice, sis. Oh, thank you. So you just want to shake this around so that you get all, and that's why I like this, because in the container you can see that you've wet all of the cornstarch. So this is just called a slurry. So once the ordeal gets going, this will go in to thicken it. So you stir that up, and that also is just going to get to a nice room temperature. In the meantime, I'm going to cut the onions first because I don't want that to get on with the pork. And pretty much you're making onions for the top, and I like them inside of the soup. Berlin, meet my friends. So all of these, we're going to cut off the ends. I'm surprised Shady's not in here. It's so crazy. They let Kelly in. And Shady's at the door. I think that's weird. So this first group of onions, you kind of want them all to be the same size. I love green onion. And it's spare me, sister. Now that's no way to talk to your friends. So I'm going to cut this super, super, super thin. What's on your menu tonight? I'm enjoying this. What's up, Danny? I'm making egg drop soup. So you missed the little opening. We've already cracked the eggs. We've already done the slurry. So the green onion, I cut super, super, super thin. And that's because you want them to kind of get lost in the soup. And you save some for the top of the soup. So you see how little that is? That's what you want. Like, you want them to just float in the soup and be these nice little strong bites. And the smaller you cut onion, the stronger it is. But make sure you go all the way down to your cutting board so that they don't stick together. Okay. So, this will be our onions. You're a little sad, you're a little sad. You're good, and you're good. You guys are sad. So, love this. They been playing. Huh, Cam? What's up, Stick? Cam, actually, I've been playing, and you got that. But I am serious about getting up in a little physical fitness. Mary Blige, be my witness. So I will be hitting you up. Hold it to my heart. But you can't hold shit, bitch. You played the same thing. egg drop. A Virgo being a Virgo in your element. Exactly. You get me? Plus, it's about to be our season, please. Yeah, so egg drop soup is one of my absolute favorite dishes. And like for the past 2 days, I've made kind of like really savory kind of meals. So this will taste really good to just, you know, just remove that whole gutty feeling. So these are going to cut down the middle, just like this. And these are going to go on top of the soup when it's done as a really pretty garnish that just sits at the top of the soup. Let's go. I told you I was going to. Yeah. I definitely got to pull out. I just need Stairmaster stuff. Like, you know, I'm a girl in the gym. I just want to work out, sweat a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm going to probably be on the phone type T, but I definitely do need something. Because I eat really well. It's just that I don't work out. That's it. My physical activities are so thin and just like, you know, I'm not sweating more than I'm taking in. And I drink, so there's that. Okay, so you see, all of these little strips, these are going to go on top of the salad when it's done, on top of the seaweed, which is really cute because it's like, it just creates this really pretty. I made this 3 times before, and like every time I've done it, I got to the point where now I kind of can just make it on my own and just like without no real recipe. But just cutting these down, so you see, blah 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 blah. So now that all of those are done, I can cut our pork. This is kind of like a secret recipe for this. Well, not a secret recipe. It's kind of like a secret ingredient, which I absolutely love. But pork, you cook pork down and you cut it up a little bit. And what the pork does is it kind of just gives the soup a little bite, but also like a little bit of like you just need some meat. But anyway, regular Italian sausage. I'm gonna cut it open and take it out of this little casing. You don't want this. And these are organic, so they're like even weirder. Let's just cut you open. So we're gonna take this off and then just cut up the Italian sausage. Wow, it doesn't peel off like the regular ones. Okay, there we go. The casing is kind of like, you just don't want that because it creates like a film. Take this one off. Then what's gonna happen is we're just gonna cut this down and just cook the grease out of it. Hot Aviance Couture. Bitch, that's some name, honey. Aviance Couture, bitch. I wonder if you know Jasmine? She was a couture. But yeah, the pork in the soup just gives it a whole nother level of flavor. But you just want to cut it up real small. So this gets cut down. And you don't need no oil, nothing. Just get your pan a little hot. And we're going to do that in a second. How did I end up here again? Damn, girl, mind you, and I saw your call, but I was trying to get this ready. Because it's like, this one is so easy. I can catch my show tonight and I'll be on here reading you bitches. But sister, and I'm so sad that you're not in love no more. I thought it was going good. You was doing so good, and here we are again. Back at the drawing board. Can't keep a nigga to save your life. So yeah, you want these to cook up we're gonna cook these down really fast. Kind of back burner tea. But yeah, you don't need no oil, no nothing. So you paid me for pork. Typical nigga. Not paid me for pork. No, I was trying to get all of this together because I've been keeping everything so clean per my therapist sessions, and I've just been like, I cook and clean up immediately. I clean this whole little area so that I can just do this. She's shaking the table, bitch. Exactly. The doll. Not the other girl. All right. So, fucking Daaa, bitch. So this is our pork. So this is going to cook, and we're going to just put this in our stainless. And you can put it in cold. It'll cook and heat up and just start doing everything that it's supposed to do without you needing to do anything to it. You see why I love the iSpace cooking board? Like, it has edges. Like, you can just kind of, unlike you bald head dragons from Jersey, you can literally just scrape right over to the side and everything comes right out. Tough fucking Daaa, bitch. Okay, turn this on medium heat. That's gonna go to the back and cook slowly. While that cooks, 4 cups of chicken broth. We're gonna turn this on so that gets to a nice rolling thing. We need 4 cups of chicken broth. I make chicken broth a lot. And it's really, really, really good if you can make your own. Like if you eat roast chicken, if you do all of that kind of shit, just save the bones, roast them, season them down, blend them, and boil them. And you literally will get like the best fucking chicken stock. All of the little vegetables and shit that you set to the side when you're cooking, bitch, put that shit in a Ziploc bag, add a couple cups of water, and you're in there, and it's like, that shit is so good. It actually tastes better than the ones that you buy. Okay, so that's 4. Ta-da. So from that 4, all of your spices and everything can go in there. So, rosemary. Just crack it, because we're going to take this out. But you want the oils to release. Rosemary goes in there. Again, crack. You see the little spurt? Oh, y'all can't see it, but like, when you do this, you see little spot. Girl shit. All of the spices. Bay leaves, white pepper, garlic, ginger, salt. Ta-da. And that is literally it. Now, I'm going to add this just because I want some onion in there. And I love onion. Even though there's going to be some in the salad, I want this to boil down. I'm going to take this one that I had earlier from cooking. Going to cut that in, put that in there, and all of the garlic. My favorite time Rick is cooking again. Hi, Lamar Ross. It's working. The Palo Santo is working. As you see, when I put Palo Santo in the room, when the demons come in, they're like, I want to be on a different energy today. Like Lamar came in here with compliments. We're moving, people. We're changing lives. So, in that also, the last 4 garlic cloves I have, just smack them so they can release. Go in there. Smack this one so it can release. Go in there. Ta-da. And ta-da. I try to keep them as whole as possible because you just want to really go through and skim the water and not have to really take anything out. Like, you don't want to have to, like, fight for anything that's in there. So this, need a spoon. This is literally the broth for egg drop soup. This is just going to cook down and season. The higher the heat, the more it'll boil. But when you're boiling it, you're going to lose water. So you don't want to boil it, but you want it to get hot fast. So it can kind of cook down. In the meantime, We're going to take our little girlfriend right here and move her around and make sure that that pork is like cooking down. You see the difference between like organic pork and regular pork? Regular pork would have had way more grease. Like organic pork doesn't have as much grease. Didn't we tell you to use the board? So Lamar, I don't take well to. We tried. I don't know how to turn the television. I don't know how to turn the camera around so you can read it. So this works better for me. Okay. These are cilantro leaves. I'm going to take them, line them up. This is the Virgo shit about me cooking that is annoying, but it just is who I am to my core. I don't really give a fuck. But I like everything to be so like pretty and uniformed, and it's not perfect, but it's one floor down. So taking all of these, and I'm just laying them flat so that I get a nice strip, just like the onions. Because that's what I want. But no stems. No stems. Just the leaves. So there you go. And just flatten these out. Hi, sister! Work, Haven Garcon, iconic, drags motherfucking rollers. When the girls used to peel. Huh. Not you new bitches that stay in them and are 2 seconds off of a moan and still walking. We'll talk another day. So, we're going to just come through on the cilantro and make ribbons. Ta-da! But see, it's so pretty, and they just sit on top. Actually, we'll cut these one more time. Yes, cook, bitch. I'm cooking, sister. Mind you, your mother would be like, cook, Rita. Bitch. I was watching this old clip that we had from like a function that your mom was at, and I was just like, oh, that was my girl, bitch. She said, cook, Rita. Rita. That's just so funny to me. Okay, so when the soup is done, it's going to get streamed. These are going to be our little dishes, the little parts that go on top, and we're going to put them on top of the seaweed. What's on the menu tonight? Yeah, everybody that, maybe I should have, okay. So, oh, also, Farrah told me, hold on, stop. Everybody, stop. Now that this bitch is in here, let me sage again because Lamar is in here. And he missed the first session. And Kelly was in here earlier, so we can't trust it. So let's just give the room another little sage. Share this live. Kelly, mind you, I was just talking, I don't even know if she's still in here. But I was just talking to Farron, and he was like, you never tell people to share your live. You never say share your live. And I was like, I thought that was just something that, like, Kelly would say, like, when she went on her, like, Big O show. I used to think that that's what... It was just something that you said, like, you know, like cultural shit, like shit is live. But no, it turns out we really need it. So, this is for you, Lamar. Breathe in positivity. Exhale your spirit. Breathe in, be nice to Ricky. Exhale, stop playing in her face. Breathe in, watching your mouth. Exhale, making me use mine. Okay? So yes, like Farron said, share this love, share this love, share this love, share this love. Share the love, share the love. I have to get used to saying that. Y'all gonna be sick of me, bitch. Pretty soon, me put my Cash App at the bottom. Cash App, like, run my shit up. What Tamaya said? Why the motherfucking likes at 3,000? Let's do that one, huh? First of all, if you're not making it, then what are we talking about? Like, Tamaya is the best person in the world, bitch. The fact that Tamaya is not on TV proves that bitches are haters. Bitch, Tamaya is natural television. Sister, hi, Brandon. What's up, biatch? One of my original hoes. I love me some you. Hi, Kevin Brown. What's up, stinker? But yes, Tamaya would get on. She said, and it's the little pops and clap. She said, first of all, why the likes at only 3,000? Let's do that one. First of all, you're not making it. Then you be like, I was like, this thing crying on the phone. Okay. Let's take a little bit of that broth and put that in here. So we're getting a little bit of. Okay, so cook down some more. So you see, we're getting that little brown. No grease came out of it. Organic sausages don't have the pork. So I will say, going forward, only buy the motherfucking regular sausages, because these don't hit it like the pork ones. The pork ones have the oil in them that you kind of need. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of olive oil to this. I don't want a lot. I just need those girls to move around and jump around. She's not giving that because she's farm raised. It's some of you bitches. Hi, Leroy. What's up? Oh, right. Maurice, what'd you say? They don't know Ricky Milan. Right. Like, girl, let's talk about that part. Bitch. It was so funny. I had to tell somebody, like, how I became in the Lord. You made me cook watching your lamb chops yesterday. What we cooking tonight? Egg drop soup. I love that you cook, stinker. Let the girls know, don't play with you. You're not to be played with. What happened? All right. So back on the stove. We're cooking that down. So what's the girls lying about? Ah! Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for marble status, realness, and above. I'm saying James Icon. James Icon. What's up? And it's always. Bitch, fuck y'all lives. I got James. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, bitch, please. You guys was over there talking about Britney stealing her bag. I got James Icon. Not like you girls. Just came off a grand prize at the latex ball. Like, please, still got it. Like, stop playing with it. What's up? Mind you, James, I still have your gift. The ashtray that you asked me to bring you when I was in the Netherlands is still in my fucking house, still unused, and it is still here. Mind you, still has the fucking... Where was it from? I don't even know. It's in Dutch. This is your gift that you asked me to get, so it is still here. I'm not one of those girls. I do my thing. And I don't know how, but I'm going to get this to you. I fucking promise you. It's so funny that you're here. But I remember you asking me, I think I was on live, like in Amsterdam doing something, and you was like, get me an ashtray. And I was like, okay, like an ashtray. Forget Bobby Flay, we cooking with Ricky tonight, dolls. Exactly. So, everything starts getting all sexy. Keeping the pork turning around. And it's like no salt, like nothing. You just want the pork for like that little bite. I swear, I'm never using these kind of sausages again. You have to get that brand of sausages that are right by the breakfast ones. I can't tell you what names they are, but it's like 6 of them in a pack. They're Italian. I love you too. You know that. And it's like, it's Italian sausages. I don't know, but they literally are the best sausages, and they break down. It's the ones you use for spaghetti. These are organic, and as you can see, they don't sweat down. So that's my review. For me, mind you, and just to know, they were only $1.50 cheaper. So that was me being cheap, thinking that I could cut it for less. And now I see why I didn't buy them. So pay it. So anyway, the broth is spinning. It's cute. So yes, you have your slurry. This is going to go in once the broth gets, and you just keep stirring it around. And like I said, always put it in one of these because you can see through it. You can see that the bottom still is stuck a little bit. So you gotta... Next Saturday. Okay, yeah, I'm here. Oh yeah, I'll bring it to the party if you're coming up. So you see, now you shake it, it's like you can see that it's not stuck. And our egg, you give that another little whisk. and just keep that together. I'm gonna try to show you how you pour it in, but yeah, I'm sure I can do it. I just gotta lift the little camera a little bit. But yeah, so that's that. Blah 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 blah. Okay, let me see. So this is what this looks like. This is what's happening. All of the aromatics get like going, and yes, that looks comfort in and comfortable out. Yes. Comfort in is destroying me. Not comfort in. She is giving like comfort in. All right, so I'm gonna turn that down to a little slow boil. Let's get this going. This is about as cooked as this is gonna be, I don't think. I don't mind it burnt also because it's like, it's sweet Italian sausage. So we can kind of let that. Let me see. It even tastes different. Wow, yeah, don't buy organic sausages. Vegan life is fake. Hey, if bitches are mad, it's the only thing I can think of, because that makes no sense. But it's an Italian sausage. So, first thing that's going to happen is we're about to take all of the aromatics out of the dish. Real quick. So, everything comes out. The bay leaves, the onion, all of that kind of stuff, because it's already kind of like, it's infused the broth, and it's going to be fine. But you don't want anything in your broth. You want it to be nice and clear so you can see the egg ribbons. All right. Okay. Is that everything? Oh, hold on. So yeah, everything comes out. Everything comes out. Every little bit. You want everything out. So just keep going back in. I'm not too tall. All of the little garlic parts. Now once that's done, if you like, I do sometimes just throw them back on top of the soup. Your preference though, like, you know what I mean? No big deal. Get all of this out. Okay, I think we're good. Yes. All right. So, as you can see, that's kind of the color of your broth. It's this earthy, all of the kind of herbs have come out of the sauce and everything. You are the go, blah, 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 blah. Thank you, kitten. So, that is now in there. We're going to take a little bit of the broth and loosen up the pork. I'm going to use a little bit of that for the pork just to loosen her a little bit and get all of those little sticky parts off the pan. Like, those are really, 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 really good for the soup. You don't need the garlic, so that can come out, and the onion. So now, all of this comes off. You see, like, those little crunchy parts. And it's like, you know, we've only put a little bit of oil in there, so it's not oily at all, because we're adding oil. So that's one thing. So, all of that, we're just going to scrape the bottom, get all of that little seasoning, blah, 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 blah. And remember, no salt, no pepper, you don't need nothing on this. We just want that to be kind of the taste. Okay, the broth. Turn the heat up a little bit, and now our slurry comes in. You want to, again, shake it up. And what this does is just makes the broth thick. And you'll see at the end when we played it. So, all of the slurry is connected. You take this and it goes straight into the broth. And you just stir it while you pour that right in. Okay. A little rosemary. So now this goes back onto the heat and you bring it back up to a rolling kind of boil. And then I'll show you how we poured the egg in. Mind you, y'all like aren't even talking. Like, what is everybody doing? Like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Are y'all like literally listening to me talk about this? That garlic tastes fab. I was like, babe, I know y'all don't believe me. Hi, Maurice. How are you, stinker? Oh my God. So I literally, years ago, I lost a bet to Jack. And the loss of the bet was that I would have to do single ladies. I'm so stoned, I'm watching it like it's a cooking show. Forgot I was on live. Share this love, share this love. Tell your girlfriend, share this love, pull up. Where my dykes at, where my GNCs, where my fucker, where my niggas at. But anyway, so like, Jack, I don't know what the bet was. I cannot remember. But I lost. Oh my God. Kitty, do you remember? Do you remember when I did single ladies at Jack's? First of all, y'all give it up for one of the baddest bitches in the game, Kitty Yaga. Kitty, you always have a place on my life. You're the only bitch to sit me in Chicago and stop my reign. Give it up. Give it up. When it's due, it's due. When it's due, it's due. You're not where I'm at, but you're doing great. Okay? We see you, bitch. Rest in peace to my rotisserie chicken and my raggedy ass rice-a-roni. Exactly, girl. You might as well have had a number 3. Cook. This whole meal costs all of about $8. But anyway, yes, so I lost this bet to Jack. And around this time, me, Tron, I was living in D.C., 2009. Beyonce did, well, of course, Single Ladies was like the biggest thing. Like ever. I even did it with Frank at motherfucking Jaquel, all of them at Frank's birthday party. Big thing. That's another story, another live, another YouTube channel. Tron, I just brought you up. Work sister cooking with Rochelle Forever. Speaking of Tron, give it up for my sister, bitch. So, bitch, I'm literally talking about, do you remember when Sasha Fierce dropped? And, bitch, we knew all of the dances to Single Ladies. We knew all the dances to Ego. Because that whole album was just her and dancers. So we knew this whole set. So, fast forward, whatever the bet was, I lost. And I told Jack that I would perform Single Ladies at his birthday ball. And I was like, girl, I'm serious. But I didn't think I was going to lose the bet. I do not know what that bet was. But I just know. I was like, girl, I'm about to turn Jack. Like, you know what I mean? Like, please. And I lost. And when I found out that I lost, I was just like, okay, bitch, like, I gotta live up to my thing. And I'm also the girl at this time. You know, the girls are running around. We were a different era of girls. So Jack literally was just like, to this thing, like, what are you giving? And I said, bitch, I'm doing it. Please, you ain't gonna start me. So I got it together. But what she didn't know is that at top of the hill, bitch. What Jack didn't know was that I was going to do Single Ladies, but I was going to get in drag, and I was going to do the VMA performance from 2009 when Beyonce brought out all of those dancers. So I hit up Toro, who I literally just hit up today because I wanted to know all of the girls' names because I have to add them to the YouTube page. But I did Single Ladies in drag. D Dollars, he's not in here, but like we'll watch this. That's my bitch. D Dollars took me to Fordham to get the heel, bitch, everything. Like, it was so drag in the bag. And I did single ladies, but I did the one where she had all the dancers and we cleared Esqualitas. Bitch, we made like $180 in tips or something, and I just split it up amongst the girls because like they really made this. They came through, but we practiced down. Like we was not playing with it. Like we were really in it. But I just shared it on YouTube. I just shared it. Yeah, all of this goes to my YouTube. So like, watch my YouTube. Get my numbers up. My hottest video to date was when I had Laomi as a guest on Keys to Success, and she ate it. Laomi ate it. She got like 5,000 views. But that's my sister anyway. But Laomi chatted that night. That was the first time she talked about all of that shit on Vogue Evolutions, all of that stuff. Like she really, Dalamove, bitch, make room for my bitch. Make room for my bitch. Sister, of course she's here. International chef, bitch. So, this is what's about to happen. So, right now, we have to get... It's going to be hard to see this with the steam. But what's going to happen is we're going to get a stir going. And once that stir starts going, we're going to pour in our egg in ribbons. So let's see. Let's go. Ooh, it didn't spin. Wait. Let's simmer it down. Okay. It has to slow down. The boil is too high. It has to lower. So, I'm turning it down a little lower. Stay with me, dolls. This is good. Oh my, I'm like, bitch, like in the camera like that. My bad. Okay. So, we're keeping this stirring. It has to get to somewhat of a consistent stir. And then slowly, we pour in our egg. A little bit at a time. And we stir. Ah, fab. So the egg cooks soon as it hits the egg drop, the soup. And sometimes I like long threads, but it doesn't always work out like that. So ta-da. A little bit more egg and a little bit more stir. Hi, Marco. We're making egg drop soup, my favorite. What herbs tonight? Rosemary, cilantro, 5-spice, cardamom. All of those little girls. Okay, so that is done. And it's literally done. So the soup is done. I'm going to show you what it looks like when you plate it. So this is how I like to have it. First, soup. Okay. Soup. Pork. Green onion. Tamara, the bowl is black. The bowl is black. Mind you, and you know what the funny thing is I stole this from Glenn by mistake. It had sauce in it when we had crabs, and I didn't realize it until I got home that it was in my bag. I don't own black dishes. I like black bitches though. Green onion, cilantro. Oh my God, that's so funny. Tamara, the bowl is black. She's gonna have a field day. Bless her heart. Like, I know she eats off of Dannon or whatever those cheap glass plates are. Okay. Our green onion. I actually want to see the pork on top, so I'm gonna like just add a little bit more because that's like the whole point, that you know that there's pork in there. Okay. Sesame chili oil. Fish sauce. And soy sauce. Top this off. Seaweed. And these are big. Put that down on the side. Does it look good on the side? No. Hold on. Looks better as 4 just big pieces. So you know it's seaweed, I guess. Boom. Egg drop sheet. I was going to crumble it, but I was just like, I still wanted it to look nice. There you go. Egg drop soup. So the only thing that would have been different is that I would not, if I didn't have to hold a camera and the thing, I could have got the egg to be more ribbons. But this one I decided to keep going. Let's see. I'm not going to taste this one because I got to take a picture. I'm going to taste this. First of all, let's get some pork on there. We'll get a little bit of cilantro. We'll get a little bit of onion. We'll put that in there. And we'll taste it on the side. Fab. 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 If you like egg drop soup, oh my God, it tastes so fucking good. Okay, as you can see, whoa, that is good, bitch. So like, this is not even with the fish sauce. I don't want to touch that one because I have to take a picture. But the pork is the salt. The egg is just soft and just creates like a chowder. The onions get married into like that kind of, they're very delicately cut so that they become bites. But as you can see, it becomes like a chowder almost. But not like a chowder. It's really just like a really good Asian soup. But the spices slap. She's slap. The onion, you can taste the garlic and the broth. So like, I'll eat this every time I'm like in the house and just like, you know how like you want something to eat,
but you're not like heavy. You don't want something heavy. This bite is so fucking good. So, that's that. Also, look what I found today in the store. Absolutely love this. If you know, you know. I can't talk too much about it. But anyway, egg drop soup. Bye, ho. Shit is love, shit is love, shit is love.